Number 6. In this scene from the second episode of Season 3 entitled Gem Drill, while Peridot and Steven are drilling down to the location of the cluster in the mantle, they pass through an area of molten rocks and Steven called it lava. Apparently that is wrong, so Peridot corrected him.
We have a drill. We're going to drill. Get ready. We're about to penetrate the asthenosphere.
The asthenosphere is an upper part of the mantle. It is a layer of rocks where the extreme temperature and pressure underneath the Earth's surface causes it to flow like a liquid. Above it is the lithosphere, which is the outer part of the Earth consisting of the crust and upper mantle. It is a solid layer that floats above the asthenosphere because it's less dense, similar to an ice sheet above water.
Whoa, it's all lava!
Lava is what comes out of volcanoes. That's superheated peridotite.
Peridotite?
Yeah, it's made of the same stuff as peridots.
These two terms are often used interchangeably. However, as Peridot explained, lava and magma are two different things. Magma is simply just rocks and minerals that have melted due to the high temperature and pressure beneath the Earth. Once magma reaches the surface of our planet through volcanic vents, it is now called lava. This is the main difference between magma and lava. These molten rocks can vary widely in composition, and peridotite is one example. Peridotite is a dense, coarse-grained igneous rock which is believed to be the main constituent of the Earth's mantle. If you come to think of it, peridot actually makes up a big portion of our planet. Number 7. In this scene from the 21st episode of Season 2 entitled Too Far, Pearl appears to be dismantling a jet engine when Steven and Amethyst bring her some scrap metal, where she says that she specifically needs tungsten.
Here you go, Pearl.
Oh, good. No, I said I needed tungsten. Tungsten?
What does tungsten look like?
Tungsten.
Never mind. I'll just do it.
My initial thought was that Pearl would need the tungsten for welding to perform what's known as tungsten inert gas welding. However, after getting these 3 observations, it has been proven that she is not. Number 1. This is not a TIG electrode holder. 2. She is not welding anything at all. And 3. Pearl would specifically require tungsten electrodes, not just some random tungsten scraps lying around. Pearl is using a blowtorch which is designed to cut metal, so she must be dismantling this jet engine to get some parts. I presume that it would be the rotating parts of the engine since they are building a drill, or maybe she is obtaining tungsten alloys from it since some jet engines contain small amounts of it in some parts. Tungsten is an element with the highest melting point. It would therefore be extremely practical to use it for the drill, since you would be able to withstand those extreme temperatures as you descend beneath the surface of the Earth. According to the N2o Fandom wiki page, Pearl used tungsten to create the outer shell, and it's a clever idea that they have prepared the drill for the conditions at the Earth's core, even if it turns out later on that the cluster is only located in the mantle. Number 8. In this scene from the 22nd episode of Season 4 entitled Dugout, while Steven, Connie, and Connie's dad were trapped in a rotating hyperspace ride, Connie's dad tried to shut down the ride by throwing his flashlight to the middle where the controls are, but it went wrong.
I'll just use my trusty flashlight!
Oh no! The laws of physics!
Ouch!
Okay, I do believe that you are intelligent, Connie, but whatever made that flashlight travel back to you guys is definitely not physics at all. Let's analyze this scene. So, the ride is spinning, and these guys are spinning with it too. Therefore, they are experiencing what's called a centrifugal force, pushing them to the walls of the ride. So far, this is correct. Centrifugal force is not a real force. It is an effect force, a reaction force, a byproduct force from the main force called the centripetal force, which is the real force. And this is the inward directed force that makes an object move in a circular motion. In this case, the walls of the ride promote the centripetal force, keeping them in a circular motion. Then, to keep the object spinning, it must also be moving forward on itself, and along with the centripetal force, they both create the centrifugal force. Now, as we've learned, Centrifugal force is a fictitious force because it's only felt when there is centripetal force acting on an initially moving object. So it's nothing like a magnetic force or a gravitational force, because they are real forces on themselves alone. Here's what's wrong with this scene. The flashlight will not return to them in real-life physics, because the moment that it was thrown, it is not spinning around the ride anymore, therefore it cannot experience centrifugal force. Also, the flashlight was already close to the center. It should be experiencing less forces already, even more so considering that it's not spinning at all. Take a look at Steven. When he approached the center and is not spinning anymore, he is not attracted to the walls. This is just similar to Steven throwing himself to the middle of the ride, just like the flashlight, yet Steven is the only one who followed the real laws of physics. I don't know with you guys, but that flashlight needs to be inspected instantly. Number 9. In this scene from the 28th episode of Season 1 entitled Space Race, which happens to be my favorite episode, Steven and Greg are planning to make a spaceship, so Pearl taught and helped them how to create a proper spaceship.
Did you really think this was gonna work? Here, look. You need smooth, curving surfaces, otherwise you're never gonna get enough speed to break Earth's gravitational pull. And we'll need some serious engines, or maybe rockets would be better.
Yep, I do agree, Pearl. In order to be able to at least fly, you need speed, like really fast, so your aircraft must be aerodynamically designed for it to move efficiently. Aerodynamics is the study of the properties of moving air and its interactions with solid bodies moving through it. An object needs to have a forward force known as thrust to be able to move. As it moves, the air in front of it pushes it back, and the faster it goes, the more air pushes it in the opposite direction, and the stronger the drag gets. To move even faster without exerting too much thrust, we need to decrease drag. That's why we need smooth curving surfaces, as Pearl mentioned. These smooth curving surfaces are applied all over an aircraft, so that air will pass through it smoothly as well. Therefore, there is less drag and the aircraft can go even faster. Since this craft needs to go to space, it must produce a thrust that can push it to a speed of approximately 11 kilometers per second, which is the amount of velocity needed to escape Earth's gravity, also known as escape velocity, so putting rockets on for its thrusters is a must. Number 10. In this scene from the 10th episode of the Steven Universe Future series entitled Prickly Pear, Pearl asks Garnet why Cactus Steven is so durable, to which she replies this answer.
Why is it so durable?
The cactus is Earth's most resilient plant.
Garnet!
The cactus is indeed a quite resilient plant and it is able to survive even in harsh conditions, especially when there is no water. A cactus stores liquid inside its stem so that it can be independent in times when there are very limited resources. This is why we don't have to water it regularly when we are taking care of our own cactus. It gathers water through its large root system that extends a few inches below the ground to absorb as much water as possible. The cactus is a great water source in the desert, that's why it also needs to protect its reserve against predators that would otherwise have easy access to it. Its thick, tough skin also helps to prevent the water from evaporating during the hot weather. Let me ask you a question. Do you think cacti have leaves? Well, I'm sure a lot of you, including myself at first, will say it doesn't, because just look at it. But that is actually wrong. A cactus's thorns are actually its leaves. They are highly modified leaves that are meant to repel predators. With all of these reasons, it proves that a cactus is an excellent symbol of resilience. No matter what is happening around you, don't let it get to you. Focus on your goals, what you want to do, and enjoy your life no matter what happens because
Life is beautiful!
And that should wrap it all up. Thank you so much for watching and finishing this video, guys. If you have any questions, concerns, clarifications about the topics and my explanation, feel free to leave a comment below, and also let me hear your video ideas and suggestions. That is all for today. See you in my next video.